What's up, everybody? Welcome to Typhoon'S TV, episode number 4. Episode number 3 is in the books. Make sure you subscribe. It's over here. It's over here. I don't know where it is right there. Make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure you comment. Leave me something down there. That's fine. Whatever you need to say. I thought we'd do a quick exercise here. Oh, yeah. The Fantasy Typhoon, a.k.a. The Mentalist, a.k.a. your favorite analyst. And just want to try something new here, right quick. A 12-team league, 1-point PPR. Maybe just give you what I drafted and what failed to me. Yeah, value, really don't care about value, what round I got somebody and all this and that. Point is, will the team perform week 1 when I'm lining up against my opponent at 1 o'clock on Sunday, Eastern Standard Time. That's all I'm worried about. Then at the end of the year, then I can kind of look back, okay, I did get this guy here, because injuries and whatnot play a big part. And of course, this is just like the first step of many. First step is to get a good draft, get you some good players on there, get you some good bench. 2, pay attention to what's happening around you during the season. 3, diligent on the waiver wire. Stay diligent. Stay diligent on the waiver wire. And 4, when you get a little closer to the end of the year, you maybe flip about two players that you see having a good fantasy championship. That's pretty much all it is. All right, my first player, round 1, as you can see, dressed up in the Jets. I went ahead and ran with Le'Veon Bell. Bell Cow, Adam Gase, Sam Darnold's looking good. I was calling good plays at the line. He's audibling. He's reading defenses, so he's going to know how to put Le'Veon in the right place. Won't mind checking it down. Jets are going to surprise you this year. Jets, I can't say, might playoffs. New England, look out for the Jets. Good defensive line. They're hungry. They was all over the Falcons. And Le'Veon Bell Cow won't come off the field. Only time he'll come off the field is coach. Tap his helmet. Coach, bring Ty Montgomery in. Couple of squirts to the bottom. All right, I'm ready. Boom, right back in the game. Goal line carries, catch a lot of passes. He is the offense. It revolves around Le'Veon Bell. So round 1, also he didn't play all preseason. So that already lets you know you got a Bell Cow in your hands. When a player doesn't play all preseason, you got a Bell Cow in your hands. And people missed that with Amari Cooper. You missed it. Yeah, he had a little paper cut. They had to report something on the injury report. They rested him. That's all that was. He's ready to rock and roll right now. Always was. He could have played back in OTAs. Nothing wrong with Amari Cooper as far as keeping him away from a game. They didn't want him to play in preseason. Your Bell Cows don't play in preseason, so pay attention. Le'Veon Bell, first round. Okay, folks, round 2. Sitting there, looking, waiting. Guess who failed to me? Mike Evans, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Went ahead and scooped him up. Kind of a little iffy on this one. I love Bruce Arians, no risk it, no biscuit type attitude, but at the same time, Brashad Perriman has been open. I'm talking about wide open on a couple of deep throws. Jameis Winston, he has trouble with the deep ball. For some reason, he just couldn't connect with Deshaun Jackson at all. So Deshaun Jackson look, y'all gotta let me get out of here. That dude can't throw a deep ball. So I'm a little wary about that. But the Mike Evans, Jameis Winston connection, Their Wi-Fi seems to be on and connecting, and connected. Passcodes and passwords have been accepted, and they're hooked it. They're hooked up and connected. So, Bruce Arians, this is your wide receiver one. I know Chris Godwin will come in and do some things here and there, but this is your wide receiver one. They're running the HW personnel offense there under Bruce Arians. So I'm looking for another good year from Mike Evans, and this league 40 plus yards, you get extra 3 points for passes over 40 yards, touchdowns over 40 yards, you get extra 5. So I don't know about this one, but he was there. I went ahead and scooped him up. Mike Evans, round 2. Round 3, this pick right here, Devonta Freeman, just sitting there. And I swear, I swear I heard him say, I swear I heard the computer say, Typhoon, pick me. Look, you got Dirk Carter, just left the number 1 offense over in Tampa. Boom. Now he's there in Atlanta. QB Matt Ryan loves to check down. Goal line carries, pretty much the only back. So now I'm blending Devonta Freeman. Love Devonta Freeman this year. Woo! I am hounding this guy this year. Lucky to see him there in the 3rd round. I was giddy. Giddy. When I saw my man Devonta Freeman, Typhoon, pick me. Hey, folks, I just had to hit enter on that. Picked him up. Now, Le'Veon Bell, my RB1, Devonta Freeman, sitting there in the RB2 slot. Feeling pretty good so far. Let's continue. Folks, now I almost went bananas. I almost had a baby. Swinging back, Le'Veon Bell in the 1st, Mike Evans in the 2nd, Devonta Freeman in the 3rd. And oh my God, folks, guess who was just sitting there in the 4th? A.B. Float like a butterfly, sting like A.B. Wham! Sitting right there in the 4th, I'm hyped now. I'm feeling good about this draft. It's going. Go back and listen to week 1, 2, 3. I'm talking about AB this whole off season. Give me the ball. Okay, folks, come back to the 5th round. Sitting there, David Montgomery's gone. I'm looking at, maybe I should go ahead and pull Miles Sanders. It's a redraft format. So, no. So, let's shake it up a little bit. Let's shake it up. Evan Ingram, round 5. Went ahead and pulled the trigger on him. Golden Tate suspended. Sterling Shepard, thumb, finger, has issues. Evan Ingram, let me let you in on a little secret. Come here. He's not a tight end. Okay, folks, we hit the 6th round. Where my dogs at? Sitting there looking right down the barrel. Guess who's sitting there? Baker Mayfield in the 6th round. QB Baker Mayfield. RB1 Le'Veon Bell. RB2 Devonta Freeman. Wide receiver 1 Mike Evans. Wide receiver 2 Antonio Brown. Remember, we started 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, tight end, Evan Ingram, and in the flex. then I might go over a couple of bench spots. But look, here's why it really made me pull the trigger on my dog Baker, and it was could have been a little prematurely. I kind of went off preseason here on this one. And I know it's a mistake. It was a gamble. But I know I'm gambling. As long as I know what I'm doing and I know what I got myself into, I'm fine. No, too many surprises. All right, all right. I know I got to back him up with something. I get it. I get it. But here's the thing. When they came out, they were eagle. Now I know. Week one, preseason, two or three, boom, they eagle. Week two, dog it, they eagle. Oh snap! Typhoon, you watching this? That's what I'm saying to myself. Week three, preseason, eagle, which means empty. That most of the plays came out of empty. They running an air raid. Oh my God, Baker Mayfield. Accuracy. In the air raid with Odell Beckham, Njoku, Jarvis Landry, and insert whatever wide receiver, Higgins, Chubb in the oh my God. They were going empty. They were going eagle. And then they come out eagle. Come out, all right, he might go into center, handoff, boom, come back out eagle. I'm like, Freddie, come on, Freddie, you playing with me, dog. You playing. Why you playing with my emotions like that, Freddie? Come on, Freddie. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to get a Baker Mayfield share. And this was it. 6th round. I just like, look, he's not coming back. I take a gamble on it. I don't care where I drafted him. I got who I want. That's my plan. I'm worried about me. I'm not worried about you. When I'm drafted, I could care less about you. I'm worried about me. What do I want? What do my tiers tell me? I don't care about no value. I don't care if you can get. If I could have got him in the 9th round, I got him in the 6th. That's what I wanted him for my plan. That's how you do it. You got to do what you want to do. Don't worry about social media. That's your team. That's yours. On Sunday, 1 o'clock, when you lining up, and you looking at Baker Mayfield as my QB, Le'Veon Bell as my RB1, Devonta Freeman as my RB2, Mike Evans as my wide receiver 1, AB as my wide receiver 2, and Evan Ingram sitting right there in the. You're gonna be like, oh my God, Typhoon, what you got over there? And boom goes the dynamite. Could be early here again. I don't care. Sitting there looking. You know what? Looking at my flex. I'm like, let's do it. Tevin Coleman, come on down. Tevin Coleman, round 7, come on down. Picked up Tevin Coleman. 3rd running back for bye weeks. And my flex. We highly recommend you put a running back in your flex. Your flexes because that floor is a nice floor. That's where you kind of want to be. So I just went ahead and bought it by my own kind of took my own medicine here, bought it by my own rules. Went ahead and picked up Tevin Coleman. Look, I got my Matt Breida later, kind of cover that backfill up, and why? Here's why. Anything Shanahan. Anything running the ball, Shanahan, I sign me up. That's just that simple. Shanahan run concepts is ridiculous. Those guys have wide open holes, period. It's a Kansas City run game. Once that offense gets moving and once they get those receivers in place, that's going to be, they're going to be zipping up and down the field with Jimmy G. But, went ahead and picked up Tevin Coleman and Matt Breida later on. Pick number 7. Come here, Sammy. What's up, Sammy? Went ahead and picked up Sammy Watkins. Come on down, Team Typhoon, round 8. Really don't like the pick. Really don't like Sammy Watkins. Never owned him. This is kind of like my first time ever owning him. And I'm not feeling good about this pick. He's my wide receiver 3. And Mike Evans, wide receiver 1. AB, wide receiver 2. I think I'm going to use Sammy as my bye week filler, maybe make an appearance in the flex here and there when I have to, when my running back's going by. So I got, so probably have to do it that way. But this guy, I mean, he was sitting there at 8 in the 8th, so just had to pull the trigger because he's former first round pick. He's got speed. He is in part of the Kansas City, that nuclear offense of Kansas City. So I kind of had to get me a piece of Kansas City. Every draft I get a piece of Kansas City, so I had to keep my theme going, and my mantra going. So Sammy Watkins, round 8. Yep. Will Fuller, round 9, sitting there, crippled. For some reason, y'all run from him. Between Devonta Freeman, round 3, Will Fuller, round 9, that's already playoff bound. I'm playoff bound. Those two picks differ, set my team here. Look, this guy is the catalyst to that offense because he stretches that field. Kenny Stills does not scare me. Actually, he helps me. And like we were telling you about Laramie Tunsil, he's protecting Deshaun Watson's blind side. What that mean? He's going to give Watson time to sit there and pat. Okay, Will. Because when his back is turned, Tunsil's over here in this area over here. Tunsil's over there putting in work. Now Deshaun Watson will have to keep doing this all game. He can come back. All right, Will, where you at, baby? Oh, got him. Let it fly. Will Fuller probably catch it's like I said, it's 40-yard touchdowns is a +5, 40+ yards. Ooh, this is it. This is the league winner right here. He bumped Sammy Watkins down to the bench. I'm starting Will Fuller every week that he's healthy. Sammy Watkins, he's got a little injury prone himself. I'll worry about injuries later. As of week 1, that lineup is strong. As of week 1, here's my lineup. Baker Mayfield in the quarterback. Le'Veon Bell, RB1. Devonta Freeman, RB2. Mike Evans, wide receiver 1. AB, wide receiver 2. Will Fuller. Welcome to Team Typhoon as my wide receiver 3. Boom. Evan Ingram in the flex. Evan Ingram in the tight end slot. Boom. Guess who you got in the flex? Tevin Coleman coming from that fantasy-rich running back rotation in the San Francisco 49ers. Whee! Sitting there in round 10. I'm looking at Royce Freeman. I need to do that. Then I don't know, kind of look at my tiers again, kind of calm down a little bit. Because now I'm kind of filling in my bench now. We're getting ready to do bench work. So you're kind of going for that upside there a little bit more than, you need to do your handcuff running backs and things of that nature, kind of fill it out a little bit. Because those guys you can kind of drop and fill in as the new flavor of the month, or somebody gets hurt and somebody else rises to the top, hopefully in a good waiver route order, or hopefully you are you got your waiver wire dollars, you manage those like a champ, and you're able to pounce on whatever the new flavor of the month is. Because it's guaranteed somebody's going to be the flavor of the month. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, think you gotta think about your scoring setting, especially when you get into your bench, because your bench matters as far as your scoring wise. So 40-yard touchdowns plus 5. James Washington, come on down, round 10. So he's going to sit on my bench. If he mess around and carves out a role, or if Ben goes down and Mason Rudolph comes in, then I can kind of figure out what I want to do here. I got an asset now. Might want to trade it out, maybe upgrade my flex, things of that nature. Now what I call a two-way go. That's what we want you at, the two-way go. That's what we love. We love our subscribers to be in a two-way go, to where you can either keep the player or you can sell them for a profit. Either way, it's up to you. It's your decision. You don't lose either way. You got a player on the rise, or you got a higher pick than what you paid for it. So in other words, it's a no-lose situation. Two-way goes, man. That's what you strive to be on every player on your dynasty roster at some point in time. When that time comes, like we were telling you about Duke Johnson, you've been sitting there holding him, waiting to use him, because you couldn't really get use out of him, used to where you felt comfortable, to where you're like, I don't know what Duke going to do. That's not what you want on your team. You want studs everywhere. You can do it, but you can't settle, because once you hold Duke Johnson, and once Carlos Hyde came in, you settled. You lost that window when everybody was thinking, "Oh shoot, that's Duke Johnson's backfield." Boom. You probably won't see that spike again. It probably won't happen again, because, like we said, there's a running back on his way. Got his name on the Houston Texans backfield, and he can run between the A gaps, and he can catch, and he can pass pro. So he's just going to kind of say, get out the way, Duke. It's my show. I'm this new Ricky. I'm the new flavor of the month. So, James Washington, round 10. Well, Philip Lindsay Royce Freeman, come on the team Typhoon. He was sitting there, went ahead and scooped him up. Really don't like it. Because let's be honest. Because I know at the beginning during OTAs and, right there at minicamp, the rumblings was coming out. Royce Freeman's going to be used a little bit more. Philip Lindsay's wrist was kind of, hurting. He really couldn't get on the field. So Vangia really didn't get a good view of him at the moment, because he wasn't practicing his shorts. He didn't get to show his speed. So, the rumblings was coming out, and you can kind of see at that moment, because Royce Freeman was the only player really being reviewed. Of course, he's better than Devontae Booker. And, that's when he got steam. Think about it. Royce Freeman started building up steam. Oh, yeah, Royce Freeman's going to take a big chunk out of this, da-da-da-da-da. And I was buying it. I was like, okay, yeah, you know what? Royce can. And then, boom, I kind of went back and kind of just reviewed Lindsay just a little bit, just to make sure. Like I said, we run it through a 32-point process. We got to check this stuff. Not only analytics, we got to check the film too, and we got to check the coaches. We got to check what's happening. We got to assess the full situation, not just a little piece of the pie. So while we were assessing the situation, we're sitting there looking at Lindsay. Man, this dude, cut back lanes, man. Then the little, I think it was in preseason or something. Royce Freeman came through a hole about this big, wide open, and he just ran through there and got caught. Man, he a little slow. I was like, yeah. Philip Lindsay, that same play would have been Philip Lindsay, that he would have hit his head on the goalpost for an 80-yard touchdown. Royce Freeman got caught about at the 20. I was like, okay, let's be real, Typhoon. Let's be real with yourself. Let's be real. Philip Lindsay is the dude. Now, Royce Freeman's going to get some burn. He's not just going to sit there all day and don't get any stat. But I know what I just bought in the 11th round. I know I bought Royce Freeman, and I know he's really not going to be really valuable to me unless something happens to Phillip. I understand that. So when I'm not thinking I'm going to actually use this guy unless something happens to Phillip. And I truly understand it. Now, if we're getting desperate times calls for desperate measures, and I got to throw him out there, hopefully he gets me a touchdown because he might get some touchdown looks because, you know, yeah, they do kind of come in and out sometimes. But make no mistake, Phillip Lindsay is the better back, period. It's not even close, in my opinion. But I took Royce Freeman anyway in the 11th round. So let's see how much I do. I'll probably do about maybe 2 more rounds. Uh, couldn't find my Phillip Rivers hat, so it is what it is. Oh, round 12, backing up Baker Mayfield. I'm telling you, man, that Eagle. I'm telling you, Baker Mayfield owners, if they come out Eagle, which means empty, which means basically 4 receivers on the field and the Njoku, which means they can kind of take Chubb off the field now. Whoop, take Chubb off. So, whoo, that would be a pure passing heaven. Baker Mayfield Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield. Boy, I'm telling you, if they go Eagle, if they really implement that, I'm still stuck on that Baker thing. If they really implement the Eagle there, boy, that's a fantasy gold. You found the fantasy gold mine. But you know, it's a lot of fool's gold in preseason. They show you this. Remember when Philadelphia Eagles with Sam Bradford came out and they were just slinging the ball all over the place. Boy, that was flawless. Man, it came out, they got the brakes beat off them during the regular year. They couldn't do nothing. And I learned my lesson. I bought into too much of the preseason, and I bought it. And maybe I did it again with Baker, but at least I know. I was expecting something from Bradford that time. But, at least now I do have my guard up with Baker. I do know that'll knock him down some slides. He's still reliable, but I got to go get old reliable. Phillip Rivers, San Diego Chargers, pick 12. Oh, reliable. I mean, what I got to say about him? He's always sitting there waiting to rescue your fantasy team. He just comes right in and just rocks and rolls, especially on your bye weeks. And then, you kind of, if they don't do the air raid or eagle in the dog pound, then I could play the week schedules. Whoever got the weakest schedule, that's my QB for the week. And last but not least, I think I'll just go ahead and stop here. No need to keep pulling out these jerseys on players that, pretty much probably will be on the bench or cut or probably won't make it through the season. What you've seen thus far pretty much will make it through the season. So, I got Evan Ingram as my tight end in the 5th. So, I need something to go in the tight end. It's just regular tight end. It's nothing fancy about the tight end spot. There's no extra points for the tight end or whatever. And I went ahead and got Delaney Walker. Yeah, he's still alive. He still plays. Went ahead and picked up Delaney Walker as my second tight end. So if something happens to Evan Ingram, kind of flip Delaney Walker in there. Let's hope he kind of picks up where he left off. He looked pretty good in preseason. Still looks like he's, I kind of need Mariota in there more than Tannehill. Tannehill comes in, this guy just might disappear. So we'll see. But your Corey Davis owners, you can't wait till Ryan Tannehill shows up. Mariota can't do it. Been trying to tell folks for, years. Go ahead and No need of sitting there with him. You're settling. When those players, when they hit here, and there's nothing else left, it's time to go. You gotta take the window. You gotta even if you lose a little bit, sometimes it's better to get out, to get your mind open again, to get free, to explore possibilities. There's a new world out there again. Because once you get like a Mariota and he'll do it, and you keep those stars in your eyes. Yes, he's a number one quarterback. He's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. As long as you stay connected with that, when all signs around you is showing you he's a mediocre guy, and you continue, you are killing your dynasty team. You got to know when to cut these guys, folks. You got to know when to cut bait. And sometimes take a L. All right, I made a mistake. Get something for it. Take that, whatever you get, merge it with something, and try to get you at least try to always have 4 firsts. All right, try to have at least 2 to 3 first round picks every. I don't care if it's a 1.12 or 1.3. Those 2, good. I try to have 4. I try to have 4 first round picks every rookie draft. And I stop. I log out. I don't care what you do with the second round and everything. Now sometimes I might have a second round and have some third rounds that I can't get rid of, and I go ahead and pick them up. But because sometimes you can't fit those guys on the roster. You just have you have too many picks. So sometimes you just got to go ahead and cash out when you're on the clock. Just wait till it says you're on the clock. Get on the clock and then sell the pick for 2 future whatever. Like if you got a 2022, you got a 2020, 2, sell it for 2 2021. You see what I'm saying? Try to double it up. Because they don't know. They don't know you can't draft any more players because you can't keep them all. But now you're going to have to start dropping studs or, working into the players you still don't have a true grasp of who they are yet. Also, running backs show early. That's why your first 5 rounds of your rookie draft, make sure you try to go ahead and get you a running back in between those slots. When in doubt, go running back. Now, this time you got Judy coming up. We'll see. There's an exception to the rule. Harry was an exception to the rule. He shouldn't have went in those first 5 slots. You see that now, but, it's fine. That's why you're sticking with Typhoon. Good old Typhoon, come on in, like, subscribe, rock with me. I got you. Let's grow together. I got you. You teach me and I teach you. Let's work together. Let's build something here. I'm asking you. Like, subscribe, Google Being the Fantasy Typhoon, hit enter. That's my whole page. And we'll have you not just winning your leagues, we'll have your roster so stacked everybody be like, you know what, I quit. We have folks quitting. Like my man TD did. What's up, TD, if you're looking? He was in one of our Dynasty 48 leagues. His team was stacked. I'm talking about stacked. Aaron Rodgers, Andrew Luck, quarterback, Saquon Barkley, Zeke, Gurley, Kamara, his running backs. Mike Evans, Michael Thomas, D-Hop, Juju, Travis Kelce, Zach Ertz. I'm talking about everything. He made some folks quit. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And when I played him, when we played during the regular season, I had him. I lost by about 10 points. We fought. It was going back and forth. He would take the lead on me. I took the lead on him. But I just played him with what I had. We just had an outstanding. I just got lucky. It was just luck. We just had a good day that day. He beat me, but I didn't mind. I wasn't scared, is what I'm saying. You know, that gave me the incentive to, you know, to start the domination going on too. You know, plus I had a team, you know, a couple of teams where, you know, they just quit. They wouldn't come back no more. You know, I'm sitting there with teams stacked out at every position, and then the backup is like the wide receiver too. Is the backup. You know, in that league now, what I got, I'm hurt at quarterback. My quarterback is Grop. I don't have another one, so start one. You start two running backs. I got Zeke, Kerryon Johnson, Miles Sanders, Devin Singletary, Breida, Ronald Jones, Daryl Ogie, or whatever his name is, the backup for Ronald Jones. And I have Royce Freeman. You know my weak link is Royce Freeman, Ronald Jones, and Dare. But I'm giving them a shot. I didn't, you know, running backs tell you who they are quick. Look, running backs should come in running and rocking and rolling quick. If your running back doesn't produce first year, get week 6, get rid of it. Cut it. No need to sit in there playing with it no more. Running backs come in immediately producing. Now, I'm not talking about Justice Hill. I'm talking about guys, or Darren Thompson, guys who got to wait. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you got a guy who gets a shot and he don't ball out, immediately get rid of him while that value is still, where you can still get a first round pick for him and then try it again in that next season. Wide receivers, you know, you kind of incubate those a little bit. You at least try to give your wide receivers 3 years. You try. But if they're showing you that it ain't happening, cut bait, get you something. The quicker you get out, the better it is. You know, like Corey Davis, you just kind of held him too long. You know, yeah, he can do it. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. You held him too long. So his next couple of good games, man, trade that dude, man. Try to get you something for him now. I wouldn't give you nothing for him, to be honest with you, because what I give you, you ain't gonna take. It's gonna insult you. But you know that's what it is. You gotta get out, man. You gotta know when to get out. You gotta get the stars out of your eyes. Oh, he can do it. He can do it. You can't root for somebody who ain't gonna do it. It's better to get out and be wrong than to hold on and be wrong. All right, folks. Hope you liked the little exercise that we did for you today. You know, kind of just going through one of my drafts that I just did a little bit earlier today. Really excited about that one. So don't just win, dominate.